Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the Smart Table application on the Smartboard and also the actual Smart Table. And the lesson I'm going to be doing today is on nouns and verbs. I would use this probably with a 3rd grade special ed class or a 2nd grade class to reinforce nouns and verbs with them. They can physically move things around on the Smart Table and watch multimedia clips, which is a nice feature to have for the children that have trouble learning the normal strategies. So today's lesson, I picked an image as my background. Normally it is a green image that's on the background when you create a Smart Table application. So over here I have checked off the areas of what I'd like to do. Hot spaces, hot spots, and multimedia is on there, as well as multiple choice. I want to demonstrate how you can show the students the actual file before you take them over to the table so they know how to answer the questions and what you're looking for. One of the ones that I did is called Hotspots, and when you click on Preview Hotspots, it pops it into another window. I'm going to check this button so it enlarges to the full screen so the students have an accurate reading of what they'll be doing over on the Smart Table. On this one, I wanted them to label the nouns and verbs in the sentence. And so I'm going to drag over the noun and dock it into the correct space. And once I get it right, or the student gets it right, it lets them know. After saving the Smart Table Tools activity onto your flash drive, you would take it, bring it over to the table. There's a power button down here and 2 slots for your flash drive, and you would put your flash drive right in, and it then brings up a menu for you to be able to select your activity that you're going to use. With the Smart Table, the lesson I did was on nouns and verbs. The first thing I'd want to have the students do is to go into the multimedia spot. So I'm going to click on the multimedia. Notice it tells them what they need to do. Play videos to learn about nouns and verbs. So I'm going to give it a few seconds. The speakers for the multimedia are located down on the bottom of the table, and you'll notice they're pretty loud when we play it. So I'm going to play one of them. I'm just going to hit the play button, and I can enlarge it on the screen.
Every person you can know, and every place that you can go, and anything that you can show, you know they're nouns. A noun's a special kind of word. It's any name you ever heard. I find it quite interesting. A noun's a person, place, or thing. Or I took a drink.
To pause it, you just tap the piece again. If students want to get out of the table, they have to work cooperatively together. This is set up right now for 2 students working. So I have to hit the X, and then the other person would have to hit the X as well to close out. There were 2 media clips there for them to watch. I showed you one of them. I'm going to take you into the Hot Spots one next, which is the sentence one. I showed you that up on the preview, but I'll show it what it looks like on the table. It's pretty much the same as being used on the Smartboard. Again, it gives them the directions around the edge. We just have to wait for the directions to disappear before they can actually start the activity. So again, you've got your nouns, and you have to wait for it to turn green to know that it's docked in the right spot. On this one, I'm going to go into the hot spaces, and in this one, the students will drag images into the hot area. They have to figure out what that category is. Again, the directions are written on it. You can also have them play auditorily for you. So if they, some children need that reinforcement. So for this one, if I bring the ship into the center, notice nothing happens, nothing moves, no color changes. So that must be the wrong thing to pull in there. When I bring the policeman in, notice that now the marquee starts to change color and move. I know that that's now correct. So I try the football. As soon as I put the football, it stops. So I know that answer is not correct. So now I'm going to move another person in, and it keeps going. So it must be person is the objects that need to be put in here. Still not moving. As soon as the last object's put in, it comes up with the congratulations picture.